We've Grana, Weep Nitty Bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. We're going to talk about this weekend's upcoming event. We're going to talk about the next bot who's going to be joining the game. We saw him last week. It is Snapdragon, but we're getting his bios this week, so we'll take a look at those. And they finally officially revealed the new combiners. We'll take a look at them, mostly just get a look at what they're going to look like in the game and the bots that make them up if we didn't already know. And once all that's done, I do have some crystals to crack. So let's go ahead and go on to the news stream. There we go. I had to find the right button. This weekend's event is called Capital Offense, and I forgot to say hi to everybody. I'm following in Sunstreaker Waza's footsteps from earlier. Speaking of which, I saw Sunstreaker Waza in the chat. Welcome, and Grind Time, PB Chew, Dojak, Joseph Trujillo, El Takuiche, Taylor 417, Bossman, Gooch Lauren, Big Bronze Rim is here, Blast Wave, Jester, Big D, Silverbolt, and Autobot Phil, WW, lots of familiar faces. Grand Galvatron there too. Also, welcome. Thank you for your continuing support. Capital Offense is the name of this weekend's event. Take part and win a lot of good stuff. Up to 3 items of 500,000, 500,000 troop XP. Those are those little bits that go into your inventory, and you can throw 500,000 XP onto any bot that you wish. Now keep in mind, you don't want to do that for really low level bots because you'll end up losing it, but if you are going to lose any, the game does warn you. Up to 20 million Energon and Alloy. That's always good to be seeing that we're getting tons of this Energon and Alloy in some of these events. 10,000 Premium Shards, 3,000 3-star Shards, 1,000 4-star Shards, 50,000 each of Combiner, Regular, and Combat Spark, and a Gold Power Core. For good measure. I just need to adjust my microphone. It was still in my Unicron configuration, so maybe the sound will be picking up a little bit better. Wasn't too far away. This is an individual event, so your success or failure is entirely up to you. Starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. It's one big prize list and triple XP throughout the event. Got to be headquarters level 4, but you don't need to be an alliance because it's individual. Same, you play it the same way you usually do. You hit the yellow event button, pick your zone, win the battle, win the points, win the prizes. The event battle zones are the standard battle zones. And here's a summary of the prizes. Most of these prizes can be attained by the time you get to 10,000. I believe you can continue battling up to 30,000 points for some total spark crystals if you desire. But there's a summary of all the prizes that you'll be getting. They do, as usual, come in many different point levels, but by the time you hit those numbers I have on the screen, you will have collected all of that available type of prize. So, let's take a look at Snapdragon. So, as we learned, these are not Decepticon symbols on his chest. They are mercenary symbols in the game, as you can see there. Yes, the toy is Decepticon, as we typically expect, but in the game, Hasbro wanted him to be a mercenary, and Space Ape obliged. So, as such, we get 2 different bios for this guy. One is the Autobot bio, which we have on the screen now. Next one is the Decepticon bio, which is on the next slide, as you might expect. So let's go through this Autobot version. Snapdragon has been an outsider from day one, never really comfortable with factions and causes, and though his monstrous appearance and HorrorCon tag, given to him rather than adopted, marked him as material for the Decepticon forces, he preferred to feather his own nest as a mercenary for hire. Vain and highly focused on his own well-being and structural integrity, Snapdragon decided that if he was going to risk his precious hide, it was going to be for reward and personal profit rather than any perceived field of combat glory. A triple changer, Snapdragon is an adversary to be reckoned with in any of his 3 forms. So there you go. That's his Autobot bio. It's not really geared towards being an Autobot. It's really kind of like one half of his bio. So the other half of his bio is on his Decepticon side. Snapdragon cut ties with the Decepticons as soon as he could safely do so, mainly by proving his worth to Megatron as an outside and independent contractor first and foremost. Though prone to bouts of animalistic fury and carousels of destruction, what really motivates Snapdragon is the bottom line. What's in it for me? If the price is right, he'll fight alongside Autobots, Decepticons, Quintessons, or anyone for that matter, often at the same time. It's a testament to his skill and sheer combat prowess, as well as his status as a triple changer, that Megatron tolerates Snapdragon's vain and self-interested nature. So there you go. So he did start off as a Decepticon, but he's like, hey, you know, Megatron, I'll be better off kind of on my own. I can still work for you, but I don't want to be, you know, tied down to you or whatever. And Megatron's like, okay, fine, yeah, you're doing good. A paraphrasing of the conversation that I'm sure took place. so there you go, Snapdragon, and we'll go ahead and take a look at him up close in full. So there is Snapdragon. Again, the toy does have the Decepticon symbols, but as we saw last week, the original announcement of him did have him on a mercenary slide, so it's not really out of nowhere concept for him to be a mercenary, even though they did have him with the Decepticon symbols on that slide, so, you know, take that as you will. But yeah, so there he is, and if you've seen the toy, he does transform into a jet and a dragon, so I'm sure his abilities will have something to do with those. Alright, so let us head back over here to the news show. The special ability has not been revealed yet. All we got was the bio. We'll probably get the special ability next week. But yeah, so no special abilities just yet. And as I said at the beginning, the new combiners have been revealed, although it's not exactly a secret. We all knew it was, we could tell by the bots who were coming out it was going to be Computron and Lyle Kaiser, and they've even said as much in the streams and in the stories. But here they are. This is our first look at them. This is Computron here. In Transformers Earth Wars, he will be composed of Scattershot, Strafe, Nosecone, Afterbreaker, who used to be called Afterburner, in before anybody says that, and Lightspeed. Now, I don't have this Combiner Wars version of Computron that they're basing this model off, but I do have the G1, which is why he is my favorite combiner, because he is the only one that I was able to complete as a kid growing up. I do have a few other G1 combiners by now, but this one is from childhood, with the exception of Nosecone, which was a gift from Red Alert, a good friend of mine, who replaced my original Nosecone, whose head I snapped off. So, there you go. The next one is Lyle Kaiser. He will be composed of Leozak, Drillhorn, Skyhawk, Fellbat, and Iron Bison. Now, this guy's got a little bit of controversy. I wouldn't say it's controversy, but he's different than what you would normally expect. First of all, I don't have a figure of this guy, so I can't show you. So it happens. It happens. I don't have everybody. But originally, he was composed of 6 members, where in this one, Leozak forms the entire torso, but it used to be Leozak and Jaguar. Was like a lower half of the torso, taking the spot where Long Haul usually sits in Devastator. But they got permission from Hasbro to kind of go ahead and leave it as a 5 bot combiner. That way it's equal with Computron, 5 and 5, so you don't have the disparity. Even though they did already do that with Victorion and Menasor, but you know, that's beside the point. Yeah, so that was kind of the thinking behind it. Plus also, if they did release a version of Lyle Kaiser in Combiner Wars, which was also a 5-bot combiner, whereas the torso actually was not Leozak, they called it Desirus, or another name for Deathsaurus, which used a Skylynx mold. I'm glad they didn't go with that. So they did come up with the Leozak they chose is based on a Transformers Collectors Club figure for that, and they just came up with a combined mode torso position for him. So you will not find a toy out there that looks exactly like this Lyle Kaiser that we're seeing in the game. But for now, that's all we know about those combiners. is that those are the bots that are going to be in there. Again, not really a surprise. And they did say they would be coming in a few weeks. That was the exact quote, a few weeks. It will definitely not be until after we get Snapdragon in an event. Probably, I would say 2 weeks after Snapdragon would be my guess. Which would make that, what, 3-4 weeks? Alright, so I think that's about it. I just want to go ahead and announce, we talked about this the last couple of times. Starting next week, we will be making the return to the live streams on YouTube. So I thank all of you who followed me or found me here on Twitch. But the numbers just look a little bit better on YouTube. And so we're going to be heading back over and doing our live streams over there. There's the link if you're not already subscribed. I figure most of you are. If you're watching the replay, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. And come back. Wednesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. That's when we go live and record these news streams. So you can participate in the live chat. And beyond that, you can follow me at Engineer Hoist on Instagram or Twitter for a bit infrequent behind-the-scenes content. And there you go. Here's a closer-up look of Computron. And I did manage over the years to lose one of Strafe's little guns there, but there he is. This is basically the form that he's going to be. Now, Computron 14 just made the switch to Twitch. Well, again, I thank you, but yes, we're heading back over to YouTube. So, but you can see in the original toy, he did not have the mouthpiece for Computron. So the mouthpiece in the game is more in line with what the Combiner Wars toy had, which basically just used the Superion head. So that's it. Like I said, no Lio Kaiser, but there's Snapdragon again. And yeah, there's Unicron back there. I don't know if you guys saw. I did happen to record my transformation, and it actually went pretty well. The stand was very helpful, but I got that sped it up. I think like 1400% or something like that to squish it down to about 2 minutes or whatever. But if you're interested in seeing my first shot at transforming the guy, it's about a half an hour squeezed down into 2 minutes. So there you go. I promised you crystal cracking. Let's go crack those crystals. So we got a few what were they, premium combat chips from the last event, and then I did also go in on a 6-gun bundle and another Ultra Magnus bundle. I figure if at the very least, if I just keep buying these little Ultra Magnus bundles as they show up, I'll eventually collect enough character shards that I'll be able to go get that 4-star. Because I think you get 1,000 character shards each time you get one of the bundles that they're offering me. So won't be too much longer. I'll get them one way or the other. It could be tonight. And of course, with that also came some premium shards, so I got some premium character crystals as well. And 3-star Decepticon crystal, because I had 3-star shards. We'll go ahead and crack that. Sometimes we get a new one. We got a dupe tonight. That's a duplicate thrust, who recently just got a facelift. Let's crack these combat chips, shall we? See if we get anything good. I've got most of the Autobot combat bots. There's might be 1 or 2 still out there that might show up. These will probably be mostly Duke City. El Takache say 5-star Ultra Magnus is a deadly boy. Grind Time's predicting that Ultra Magnus shows up tonight. I would like that, because then I can stop buying his bundles. Dojack's got all 4-star bots ready for Lio Kaiser. Awesome. I still need Lightspeed and Scattershot. Still haven't claimed that 3-star Scattershot from his character shards, even though I do have enough. Just because would just be one more bot to have to level. And I got Hoist to level 50, and I've been working on Trailbreaker, trying to get him to 50 for right now. Didn't want to bother throwing 3-star Scattershot into the mix at this moment. Because you just have to have the bot to be able to form the combiner. They could be sitting at level 1 and you can still form the combiner. So when it's ready, I'll go ahead and get them. And typically, when they release a combiner, maybe not the weekend right after they release them, but within either that weekend or the week after, they usually have a dedicated combiner bundle. Like right now in the game, there's a dedicated combiner bundle for the Autobots. It's the Rust Renegades for Victorion. There will be a similar bundle for Computron and Lio Kaiser within a week or two of the release of those bots, and I'll definitely be jumping on one of those to try to get Lightspeed and or Scattershot. So, premium crystals, let's do that. Big Bronze Rune says, wish had more use for the 5-star Ultra Magnus. He just gets used on a metal team. Well, hey, you gotta grind those metals too, don't you? Yeah, so. Let's call you Poncho. Okay, I can do that. Grind time, got all the parts for Computron. Yeah, when I go grab that 3-star Scattershot, I'll have enough for the 3-star. I'll still missing Lightspeed and Scattershot for the 4-star. I wasn't clear about that. So I will have enough for the 3-star. And honestly, that'll be right in line with every other release of the combiner. I haven't been ready for a 4-star combiner once they got released ever. I've always been missing at least one. Taylor says he needs to stop chasing bots. Every bundle always just ends up lame. A regular visitor to Dupe City. Probably have a house there, don't you? In Dupe City. I feel you. The only nice thing about it is you do get the power cores, and I think Sunstreaker Waza was talking about it in his stream earlier, and I've definitely experienced it myself. I have been trying to level up one of the power cores to level 20, and it takes a lot. Once you start hitting, getting above level 15 or so, it takes a lot of power cores, and to level it up farther. So that is one benefit of getting duplicates. It definitely helps that they're only dropping silver cores now, which is way more, than the bronze cores. And of course the 3-star, like that Chromia that just went by, does drop 2 silver cores. So that's cool. Totally forgot about the X10 there. Going through, could have gone through that a little bit faster. Totally forgot about that button. How about we turn it on here before we go for, oh, let's do some 6-gun crystals first. Pretty sure I have the 3-star. This guy just looking for the 4-star. But we got Sentience Magnus and First Aid. And there's Skylinks. 3-star Hound. It's good for 4-star Shards. And an extra power core, like I said before. Little Jack, there's another Chromia. There's 6-gun. Yep, did have the 3-star. Well, Magnus could show up in this bundle, but these aren't his crystals just yet. He did get a 3-star 6-gun. Only one 6-gun though out of all of those. So that's crazy. He's hiding. Did we get anything good core-wise? Nah, it's all silver food. We'll take it though. And let's go through the rest of these 6-gun crystals. We'll save Ultra Magnus for the main event, I guess, so to speak. There's everybody's favorite support bot, Trax. And everybody's most hated bot, Dust Up. Sea Spray, coming in the next 5-star batch. Inferno, ready to put out fires. There's 6-gun finally, again, another 3-star. RC, another 6-gun, still the wrong flavor. A lot of 3-star 6-guns. But it need that 4th star on there. 3-star swoop coming by too. Still the wrong flavor. Wow. So all told, that was 4 3-star 6 guns. No 2 stars and no 4 stars. That's pretty crazy. So that's half of this set of 10 was all 3-star bots. That's beating the odds, except I did want the 4-star. Do we get anything special out of that? We got a silver G1 swoop. Don't think I need that. Says get more. That's probably a 3-star crystal. Could be 4. Probably 3, most likely. Yeah, it's a 3. Still a little ways away from a 4-star crystal. Pretty close. But we'll go ahead and get it on the Decepticon side like usual. We'll crack that one open first, too. It's a duplicate. It didn't matter which side we got. Duplicate Thundercracker. Alright. 10 at a time. Ultra Magnus crystals. Are we going to get lucky, or are we just going to retire to Dupe City? I'm thinking Dupe City. That's kind of how it goes with me and Ultra Magnus, because he just can't deal with it right now. Yeah, 2-star, 3-star. Oh, 3 in a row, though. Okay, so he showed up, but the 4-star cannot deal with it right now. Clearly. Although, you know, if I keep pulling these enough 3-stars, I might be cracking a 4-star crystal tonight. Oh, what was that? A 4-star drift go by? Yes, it was. So that's getting close. That's helping get closer to the next 5-star crystal. Close to a 5-star combat. Yes, I am close to a 5-star combat. It will be my 3rd. It will be my 3rd 5-star combat bot. I have Taraxodon and Lionizer as 5 stars right now. I'm pretty sure I have a silver Ooh, gold G1 drift. I think that's a pretty good core. So that I'll have to look closer at that one. So that was actually a pretty good pull there. All right, last batch of 10, last chance for a 4-star Ultra Magnus, or really, I'll take any other 4-star that's out there. But probably gonna be retiring to Dupe City. There's Rust Dust. Always liked Rust Dust. And Cheetor, another little scout bot. Ultra Magnus. Slug. Attack. Still the wrong flavor. A lot of 2-star Ultra Magnuses. Ultra Magni. Whatever. Did see a 3-star come by earlier though.
The whirlwind.
Saw a couple of brainstorms. There's another 3-star Ultra Magnus. Alas, no 4 stars. Okay, but we did get a gold guided missiles power core out of that. I don't think I need a gold guided missile. I might. So that might actually be a good pull. Oh, look, it's saying get 2 more crystals. Pretty sure one of those is a 4. We did get enough for a 4-star crystal. Now, maybe we'll get lucky and this 4-star will be the Ultra Magnus. Because that did happen to me once on my Decepticon account. I was trying to get Scavenger because when Devastator first came out, I had all the Constructicons at 3-star or above except for Scavenger. So I bought like 2 Constructicon bundles and got nothing. But I had enough for a 4-star crystal, popped it open, and it was 4-star Scavenger, which actually completed the goal that I needed. So maybe this will be lucky enough and we'll get Magnus. But no, we're getting a 3-star Decepticon. A lot! Okay, that's cool. I've been kind of wanting this guy for my Decepticon squad. That's actually a really good pull. I'm happy about that. 4-star. High chance of dupe. And yes, it is. It's Mirage. But hey, that's just that much closer to another 5-star. I'm pretty sure I have a gold G1 Mirage. I'm pretty sure I got a couple of those. But hey, that's all good. So less than 1,000 5-star shards for the next 5-star crystal. So there you go. And asking about the combat bots. So you can see there, Lionizer and Taraxodon. I have Taraxodon on my 5-star Rhinox and Lionizer on my 5-star Elita 1. And on more than one occasion, Lionizer has come through and finished a solo journey where Elita was not able to handle the outpost bots or other defenses around or whatever, but then Lionizer drops down there and finishes off the headquarters. So he's been very handy for me on Elita. So there we go. And I saw somebody say something about the anniversary crystal. You're right, I didn't mention that because it's not officially announced, but in the Transformers Earth Wars Discord, there was a suggestion, I think it was put forth by Poppy Blez, to make the 5th year anniversary be very special and give a 5-star bot. And I believe he suggested 5,000 5-star shards, which would be enough to get a 5-star crystal. Space Ape was not too keen on that to let you choose anything, but they were thinking more along the lines like a 5th anniversary crystal would give the option to get a few, for whoever gets it, you would get a 5-star bot that ends up in there. They didn't say exactly how it's going to be. We're over 2 months away before that anniversary, because that happens around like the first weekend of June is when they do that anniversary. So more details about that will be coming. My thought on this is it will probably be similar to like what we've seen in the last anniversary crystals, where they will select which bots will be in there, and where you can, it would, and 5 stars by definition are no duplicate, so you would not get a duplicate. You would be guaranteed a new 5-star bot from whatever list that they choose. And typically they exclude anything that was released in the previous year. So if it goes the way that I think it's going to go, again, this is pure speculation here, it'll be a crystal where you can get any of the available 5-star bots from batches 1 through 6. Because 6 was a little bit more than a year ago. The current batch is too new, and obviously the new batch yet to come out will be the current batch. So I would say anything that's currently a legacy right now, 1 through 6, is probably what you're going to see available in that crystal. So, and honestly, I'd be happy with that. Sure, so some of the bots are a little bit better than others. But hey, they're giving it to you for nothing as a gift. So don't look a gift horse in the mouth, they say. So be happy with, I'd be happy with anything, you know. So yeah, again, that's pure speculation. They may do it some other way. Hyro will figure out how he wants to do that. But that would be my guess. It could be like Big Bronzer was saying, it could be 1 through 4. Maybe they'll give you like a voucher somehow to pick your batch. That's unlikely. I don't know if they'd be able to do that really. They may just handpick a few bots. They might say, okay, the best of each batch. They might just pick Cheetor and say Ultra Magnus from that batch, and maybe Blades and Ultra Rook from one. I don't even remember. I'm losing my mind about what's in what batch. But they may handpick certain bots, is what I'm saying. So time will tell. They will give us the details when it is time to give us the details. So, but it is fun to speculate. It is fun to speculate. Just the problem with speculation, though, is you start getting your heart set on what you've been speculating about, and then sometimes the reality ends up being a little lesser than what you were hoping for, which can lead to disappointment. So try not to get caught up in that trap. That's all I'm saying. not so much about the game or anything. I'm just saying in general. I see it all the time. You see with the movies and everything. We're getting off topic here, but you see it with movies come out, just speculating what it could be, and that it's not exactly that. And then a lot of people are upset saying it's not as good because it's not what they were speculating about. You know. Anyway, off topic. So I think that's going to do it for this week's news stream. Thank you all for hanging out. If you're watching live, stick around. We'll hang out and keep chatting for longer, like we usually do. If you're watching the replay, we do record live Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the big thing, if you've seen other ones of these, we are no longer going to be on Twitch. We will be back live on YouTube starting next week. The 31st, March 31st is 2021. We'll be back doing it live on YouTube. So there you go. And yeah, so that's going to do it. I hope you all have a great evening. Good luck in the event. And I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends, and we'll see you next time.